Vlad Ethereum Classic.
And back again because we're doing a part two to the video. I had to upload that. I had to edit it, render it, send it to YouTube, and then I gotta put in a thumbnail later, and etc. etc. Anyways, um, I'm just gonna continue talking about what I was saying. We're talking about Bitcoin's bearish problems right now, which is good for me, but might be bad for you if you're currently bullish on said market, which I mean, I've already proven why that doesn't need to be the case here. But I mean, I guess in this video we'll talk about ADA's bearish problems this far, right? So let's just bring it. Let me switch my notes around so I can do this properly. So, but in the previous video, we was talking about ADA going to 15 to 12 cents from current price action. And what I want to point out here on, I think just go to the daily time frame, right? And notice how we have our RSI available with our bearish, or what, no, not bearish, with our divergence indicator also available. So, I mean, I know the support levels are kind of annoying here, but that's not what we're going to focus on. What I'm going to do is we're going to zoom in on the current divergence going on the chart here. Actually, we'll just do this first. I'll send this to the abyss, right? Send this to the abyss because that's where it belongs. Anyways, what I notice here is we have a bearish divergence. Let me see. Let me check my cheat sheet. See what kind it is, because it's I'm not bad at like identifying them. It's just this like it's like sometimes you gotta just check, make sure you're not saying something stupid. Yeah, hidden bearish divergence on the daily time frame on ADA, and I have the indicator here to confirm as well, and that's not looking too good for where we want to head. Because I mean, what the reason why this is problematic is because we can see higher highs and lower lows, but this is reflective of momentum. But if the momentum is already getting damn near oversold after a while, or like it's heading up to oversold as the price action is going down, then the argument that's usually said is, if this is heading higher and momentum is reflecting on a more what other cat came in. Come here, come here, come here. All right, what I don't know what she's doing. She's being weird. If this is reflecting on, I guess a basis of uptrend while this is in a downtrend, then clearly this downtrend is what's the argument that it's supposed to be? It's like the downtrend, even though it's making lower highs, it's still exhausting the RSI to the upside, which is reflective of how the downside momentum is exhausting the RSI. I think that's the argument. And if the downside momentum is exhausting the RSI, then that's not good for downside price action when the RSI isn't getting exhausted to the upside, when it's getting more exhausted to the downside. Then you can only assume the liquidity that's propping this up right now isn't going to be propping it up as it is, as the trend shifts on the daily time frame in the hidden bearish divergence. I think that's what I'm saying, if it makes sense. to you guys. But not only that, what I want to bring up is we're just gonna kind of zoom in a little bit. Daily time frame. So, got all the support levels I'm looking for. I got like some alerts here for like 12 cents and like 15 cents, 20 cents. I was looking at, what do you want? What do you, come here, come here, come here, come here. She's walking away. Anyways, it's like, yeah, with the 15-cent level, right, that we're looking for, we can, after we look at, our analysis here on the Fibonacci retracement from the high, retracing and into the lows with the zone. What are you doing? She's okay. I guess she's over here now. Um so if you're looking from the highs until the lows, then you get into the extension. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. You get into the extension. We're flirting with the extension on the support region here. I know you're not getting on the table while I'm recording. She's weird. She she is weird. Anyways, like looking at that extension, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, there is no reason why we've already been flirting with breaking that extension, breaking the 1-to-1 basically at 100% retracement. And we're not going to be expecting the next extension level to the downside when you extend the Fibonacci level from the same set previous highs. Oh, wait, no. The extension actually, no. The extension came from the retracement of this move when it started retracing. I put the extension in all the way back in December. And actually, it turns out that if you want to go through my shorts, it really turns out that my play is hitting strong. Because I did say we could extend into those levels. I didn't predict it would be this late, but nonetheless, we have started hitting into the extension targets, right? Eventually, I guess it's as it's being presented. I'm probably gonna most likely secure my position at around 13 cents, like most likely, or either that or Solana's gonna go to $10, and I'll be a Solana guy. Like honestly, at this point, to me, is whoever's gonna give me a discount because I'm not buying in at these overvalued ass bear market lows. Like fuck that DCA shit. I want the lowest price possible. Um, but moving on. So we got that hidden bearish divergence, and then we can go to the 1 hour right here, and we can see that there's a current bearish divergence playing out. Which is, yeah, it's just a regular divergence. So that's not looking too good when we look into what we were looking for. As for like continuation to the upside, this is just trend exhaustion here at this point. Like that's what this is kind of reflecting. Now, can a new trend Can a new trend be established? Like, yeah, sure, but like let's just check some hourly time frames and 8 hour, 12 hour, 12 hour. Um, Even the 12 hours looking kind of weird, but that's kind of what I was already saying on the daily. Let's just check 3 day. 3 days the same. That's what I was saying. Oh wait, nah, barely. Nah. Um. No. So yeah, this is just bearish momentum continuing. I'm thinking I'm gonna check the MACD because I don't need to check the divergence indicator anymore because we just discussed basically everything that needs to be discussed on that. Well, actually, I'll just tell you what's going on because I don't even feel like putting it up. 1 week time frame, we're crossing to bullish. 1 month time frame, bearish continuation. So like you already know if we have a bearish divergence on the daily, and we have the 1 month continuing bearish, then I mean my assumption sort of is on the weekly. Actually, I guess we can put back that divergence indicator. I guess nobody wants hollow candles. Let me throw that back on there. It's like I can't. You can't call for a divergence, right? But I mean, according to the liquidity, though, like you can never call a divergence. You just identify it when it happens. Um, but hold on. As for the daily, something supporting a divergence on stochastic RSI, which is something I'll put on here actually because it's a little bit easier to work with than a MACD in my opinion. It's way more simple than me having to be like blah blah like this cross and then the green his like I don't feel like doing that. But um on the weekly time frame we're heading to overbought, um which is kind of saying something a little bit. I guess on the weekly time frame we have a little bit more upside temporarily, but this can also cross at any time. Um, so like if this is really just gonna diverge from, if this is basically gonna keep reflecting said price action, like right here, and right here, and it turns out on our monthly time frame this just takes over, then I mean what could happen is we just turn right the fuck back around for a little bit longer, in my opinion. Because the stochastic on the downside is pretty worn out, and we're not close to a bullish flip here. Like we still have a lot of downside to go from 40, from damn near neutral to oversold instead of overbought. Overbought is the upside. Oversold is down here. So like that's kind of the case with the ADA concept. Now I want to go to altcoin dominance here real quick, and that's basically gonna wrap this up. I'll probably have some YouTube shorts out at some point, um, talking about just quick stuff. But this is really where the alpha comes out here. So we were already talking about liquidity downtrend from total three or some total two. It is some so either total two and total three, probably in the last video. But what I want to point out is 100 minus Bitcoin dominance minus Ethereum dominance gives you liquidity of the altcoin space, including stable coins. Now, last cycle we dropped 72%. This cycle we've only dropped 33%. I'm like, okay, we're already testing the support range. Top level failed, trying to hold that level, currently failing red. Right, we break this level, falling into a further range. I mean, like just between the 30% level, which we've already failed at, assuming we break the support, which would be our main bearish indicator for this circumstance on the monthly time frame, breaking 27.9% and retracing, or not even tracing, continuation into the downside price action percentage levels from 18.2% in that box there, because altcoins gonna get sucked out. Like that sounded real sus. The liquidity is gonna get sucked away. Okay, that sounds sus. Um, But you get what I'm saying. Like it's just correlating. Send this back to the weekly because this is the longer time frames we're worried about, and then throw on something. I think it was bull market support band, right? And then taking that off. Looking as how we've rejected so far every time we touch. If we can't hold, I mean, the question is the same thing going to happen again? I say likely. Like if we're not holding above the moving averages on the 20, it's either the 20, what is this, the 20 week or the 20 day? Yeah, the 20, yeah, 20 week EMA, 21 week, 20 ish moving averages on the weekly EMA SMA coming together, right? Can't hold above that. If we can't hold the retracement, we can't hold the retracement on a daily time frame, and then we get something that looks like what's playing out in every other chart on, because we've got a lot of head and shoulders is what I realized. We got a head and shoulders on Bitcoin, we got a total 2 head and shoulders and a total 3 head and shoulders, and maybe a total 1 head and shoulders if I can remember. I'm not sure about that other one because I'm not looking at it right now, but like we got a lot of head and shoulders on a bunch of different charts, and I can't just say, oh, this is gonna be, no, like either this is gonna come down, it's gonna reject, come down, break to the down. Come here, come here, bro. Come on, come here, come on, come on. I'm right here, bro. Hold on. So, what I'm saying is, you got the momentum. No, not the momentum. I was talking about the Fibonacci levels. Like we reject from here, head to the downside, break the neckline. Okay, like maybe this is invalid, sure, but the fact of the matter is, this pattern that's trying to mimic Bitcoin only started in July, right? So, like in June, really, it started mimicking it in June. The total altcoin liquidity bottomed out in June by percentage. And then if we look at Bitcoin dominance in June, right, it hit an all-time high. So like this is literally direct correlation on what's happening. Altcoin liquidity. I mean, I know I sound like Benjamin Cowan. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be carbon copy, but this is common consensus among the big brains. So like, I'm not gonna act like I don't have a point here. But like, yeah, this is, if this bottomed out in June, and the only reason this went up was because Bitcoin dominance retraced, because all this was Bitcoin dominance moves to the upside. This is just showing an inverse correlation. So looking for Bitcoin dominance, either way, regardless of this as being a head and shoulders or not, I'm still looking for this to break to the downside based upon percentage, just because this liquidity is gonna get transferred to Bitcoin. Like, and this also ties into what I've already been saying. Like this, well, okay, it's not going back up to all time high valuations. We know this is a fake out at this point. Either that or the pattern that's in play right now is just, hold on. What time? Hold on, bro. Get to run this back. Weekly time frame. Can I get So yeah, so we got this triangle going on. It's gonna break down. Like, and let me make sure I have the time frame right, because okay. So there, that was a different triangle. So we have a triangle within a triangle, and this is the actual monetary liquidity that this percentage represents, right? Total three, total three, total three, total three, basically. So yes, I know, I know. That's talking cat. Um, so this liquidity that's getting shut down, like, bro, this is a bearish. This is a bearish symmetrical triangle, and yeah, like, yeah, that's my case. Like, no, 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 no. Like, is it really gonna have this entire move to the downside? Like, no, no, no. But you could perceive it as a bearish symmetrical triangle. Yeah, you really, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I forgot. No, it's not a flag. No, flags are a bit different. I mean, you could make that argument. That'd be kind of a weird argument, but like, I mean, I guess regardless, same thing happening. But yeah, I'm not gonna look at it as a flag. Like, you go boom, just take the width of the flag. I'm just gonna keep it basic. I'm not gonna go to the. Actually, I go like this sometimes, and then sometimes I go like that. It really depends, but I mean, it's not that bad of a. You're not going anywhere. Stop. Yeah, no, because you're just gonna complain. Sit down. So yeah, I mean, like, I think there was another one where no, you're just okay. Fine, go. Bye, bye. Don't complain. I'm just looking at this like, all right, we break to the downside, drop in this range, supports. I mean, resistance is coming in tighter and tighter. Bull market support band getting tighter and tighter, and honestly, we could easily break down before this. If that bull market support band follows this line, forces the price to the downside, break to the downside, all hell breaks loose. We're at the next downtrend of the market for altcoins. Like, it's gonna happen at some point. It's just like how long. And then, like, assuming we go to 80% valuation, like, which is like not that bad in my opinion. Going back to what I was saying, there's a death cross here on the weekly, with the EMA 50-week EMA and the 200-week EMA, right? So you look at it like this, boom, death cross, like right there, death cross, momentum, already reflecting the momentum we've already had, sure, but is also reflecting continuation until there's a reversal. That's what I would, yeah. So there's that. Um, See, people don't know how to talk about these charts because they don't know like how to just make an equation. Like, and by equation I mean literally just subtract, right? But anyways, um, looking at the 2018 cycle though, just where we again moving back here, like looking at the drop from here to here, but seeing how we also kind of, I mean, yeah, it's less consolidation and what we're kind of expecting here. But at the same time, this volatility to the downside was way worse. Because by this level, like it was, I'm not even gonna guess. Let's just see if I'm right. Right, like by the first low retracement, 60, we were down 60%. We're only down like 33%, bro. We've had less volatility because there's more liquidity, right? But that doesn't mean we're not gonna go chop up in this range, make something like a higher low, and then we got like a bull market uptrend or something. Like I don't know. Like I'm not even gonna say this is gonna happen, but um, I mean, I'm not gonna pull up the stochastic RSI, but stochastic RSI is heading to oversold. So I'm actually no, I am gonna pull it up, because it's already there. Yeah, it's heading to heading to overbought, but like slowly though. So this could continue, but that's on the weekly time frame. I mean, if no monthly time frame. If we check the yeah, that's what I meant. If this is on a monthly time frame, so technically, as that plays out, but this is a faster moving indicator, so it could readjust to the downside. Um, but checking okay, come on. So I knew you was gonna complain and come back anyways. But yeah, checking that the weekly heading to oversold to the downside, already arching back down. Like I'm looking for somewhat of a liquidity downtrend here. I mean, this damn near wraps it up. Everything I wanted to say today, almost. I think I'm just gonna check if there's a divergence on here. Um, divergence. Oh, probably not. Oh, never mind. Where's it at though? What the fuck? Oh wait, what? What the fuck? All right, we're gonna have to talk about this in a different video because I didn't see this. I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to get ultra specific about these highs to find out what's actually going on. But I mean, one other thing I'll bring up before I wrap this up, guys, is I guess soon I'll start talking about the Gaussian channel just because it seems to be relevant to what we're doing in these markets, right? I mean, pretty soon I'll bring it up. But I just need to finish some research on it, and then I'll start actually using it. Can I like exit this? Where's how do I? All right, there we go. So yeah, that's that though. Um, it's basically all I wanted to bring up. Just summarize real quick. Bitcoin going up, temporary Bitcoin uptrend. Bitcoin dominance going up either way, whether Bitcoin heads up to the downside, some support on Bitcoin temporarily, but major resistance to the bull market support band. Altcoin liquidity getting sucked out, ADA getting thrown around down into from this bearish divergence, and total three liquidity and percentage is not supporting ADA's price action, which is where all the money's coming from into ADA. So just even if ADA is short term bullish, taking into account that liquidity is going to about is potentially about to drop 30%, then we can kind of assume if 30% is a baseline, then you have to think, all right, cascading sell off, longs getting liquidated, um, propping up shorts, and I don't think smart money sell off right now. I think smart money is accumulating uh, a little bit, maybe a lot more later, but ultimately, yeah, capital gentlemen, this is the entire game. Just getting, I guess, just getting, just instinctively better at this cutthroat game on a proven basis, so you can supersede everyone else with capital gains. Because like it's we're not going to act like this isn't a competition, but that ends